active.
What's good, everybody? It's Kuro Neko from the Kuro Neko Network, and I'm back with another countdown video. This time I'll be doing a countdown of my top 10 currently active idols. Now, again, this is currently active, so don't expect to see people like Reina Tanaka. These are idols that are actually still producing music and still doing idol things. Though I will be surprised if people don't know who my number one is, as I've mentioned this person several times as a number two, because Manny Gucci was number one for the longest, but since he retired, he's no longer an idol. He will not be on this list. So by default, since he's gone, that person is now number one. But that's enough waffling. Let's hop into a couple of honorable mentions first.
He's not an idol, but definitely should be considered one. Subaru Kimura. This guy has done it all, from voicing one of my favorite characters in Kamen Rider, to voicing some of my favorite anime characters, to hosting Oha, to just being one of the most entertaining people in Japanese media, in my opinion. So yes, I just gotta mention Subaru somewhere in this video. Next up, we have Fuwa Haruka. Yeah, I know there's a little bit of controversy going on with her right now, but come on. I can't be the only person who sees Fuwa as like an idol. She's not, so she's not on the list, but if she was, she'd probably be pretty high up there, because who doesn't love Fuwa? And rounding off the honorable mentions is none other than Kuro-chan. Yeah, if you've been watching Phantom Mirage Act 2, you notice all three of these are like some of my favorites. That's kind of why I put them in there. But yeah, this guy's been around every kind of idol you can think of. And he kind of feels like an honorary idol for that. And you literally can buy a toy. You can buy an action figure of this guy. He should be considered an honorary idol at this point. Also, before we get into the top 10, I feel like it just needs to be said, because I know my channel was very, very girls, GL2 family focused, especially during What a Weird Stage Season 2. Yeah, none of them are on this list. Like, none. No, I'm not even joking. Neither one of them are on this list. While I love girls, and I love Lucky, they're not anywhere near my top 10 favorite idol groups. So naturally, they don't have anybody in my top 10 favorite idols. Now, again, love them. This is just my top 10. So if you're expecting to see one of them in this video, sorry. But maybe you'll find other idols that you like. Let's go. Controversial, foul-mouthed, vulgar. These things can be used to describe my number 10 idol, because it's Ano. Because how can you not? She's so ridiculous that it's hard not to love her. She's easily one of the most entertaining idols I've ever came across in all my years of being an idol fan. So she starts us off at number 10. I know you weren't expecting this list to be all girls, because number 9 is Ryuto Kazuhara from Generations. Now, this guy is one of my absolute favorite voices in all of J-pop. Just one of my absolute favorites. And he's just an all-around cool guy. So I have to put him in the Phantom Mirage Act 2 as well. Also, I love on the song Diamonds, where they just redid it for just the video, and just let him do this part right here. Jetting in 8th place, we have Taki Kojima from the Jet Boy Bangers. See what I did there? And though they're rather new on the scene, kind of one of the newer male groups, they are one of my all-time favorites. Like, I already know that when they're done, they're going to be probably really high up in my list of all-time favorites. And my favorite member from that group happens to be Taki, because he can either be the cool guy, the goofy guy, or both simultaneously cool and goofy at the same time. So that way he pulls it off. So this lovable, bumbling clown / cool guy lands in 8th place. For number 7, we have none other than Utaha from Wednesday Campanella. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I knew nothing about them before she showed up. As long as they've been around, and as famous as they are, I knew nothing about Winston Campanella. But then when Utaha shows up, I'm like, hey, I love this. I love this music. I love this idol. I normally hate piercings and stuff like that, but some kind of way she makes the things on her chins work. It's just, everything about her is just cute, and I just love everything about her. Her voice, her singing, her dancing, her unique hairstyles, and that freaking smile that she does. Like, number 7, Utaha. I don't even think I have to explain. Coming in at number 6, we have Nina Hillman from Need You. Really? Did you think you were going to get through a top 10 countdown from me and Nina not show up, or somebody from Need You? She's my favorite member of the group, so she is number 6, which lets you know there is no other Niju members on here. Nina is the coolest member in the group, in my personal opinion. She's the best singer. She just has the best personality. She has like the most entertaining things every time they do the YouTube videos. Nina is just, it's hard to like this group and not be a fan of Nina in some kind of way. Also, for that handful of viewers that watch the Dazzling Senshi Fandom Mirage videos, you know that she plays a kind of big role in there. I won't spoil anything, just check it out if you're interested in that. So now we're at number 5 with a member from Adarashi Gakko. The one that a lot of people consider the leader, even though there is no leader of Adarashi Gakko. They're all leaders. But she just has the biggest stage presence, the biggest personality, and is probably the most recognizable member of the group. In fact, when you say Adarashi Gakko, I'm pretty sure Suzuka Kanazawa is the first person that pops in most people's head. And that's why she is my number 5, because I love Adarashi Gakko and she is the first person that pops in my head when you say it. Also, that voice. She has that awesome 70s, 80s style J-pop voice. And I just love it and the way it just sounds on every single song that she's Momohime is the feature, and she's also number 4 on this countdown. That's right, Momohime Kiyono from the Beyonds is my number 4 pick. Now, I followed Momohime's career from the beginning. I mean, the very, very beginning. I mean, the Mori Carino, the Jury Period days, even when she was on that one Toyota commercial or whatever it was, a tire commercial. Like, I had a whole hour-long special on the first season of World of Wednesday, so clearly you had to know that Momohime would be up here. In my personal opinion, she is the most talented and one of the most hardest working idols in all of Hello Project, just Upfront's entire record label. She was my favorite idol with Hello Project for the longest time, but somebody finally took that throne from her, and well, just keep watching the countdown. Coming in at number 3, we have Yuna Yamashita, and what are you doing? No, don't rewind back to the beginning of the video. I said no girls are lucky. I did not say no LDH. Alright, Yuna Yamashita is the world's cutest idol in my opinion, and as a connoisseur of cute things, of course she's gonna be pretty high up on my list. I like her singing voice, I like her rapping voice, I like her dance moves, I like the way she looks. She's just one of my favorites. Though I might have to take that back about her being the world's cutest idol because, I don't know, I think it's up for debate, so let's move on to number 2. But of course, before we do that, let's check out the absolute best part of this video. Coming in at number 2, we have Wakana Matsumoto. Be honest with me down in the comment section, how many of you guessed her as number 1? You're wrong, she's number 2. Now I know a lot of you thinking, okay, Wakana's this high because she's super adorable, cartoonishly cute, but it's not just that. She's kind of like the new Reina Tanaka. Like, she has that same thing that Reina had. She has that talent, she has that idol look that you want, and when she's on camera, you can't look away. She has that stage presence. So yeah, this tiny toadette showed up out of nowhere and just wrecked my whole ranking system and flew up the charts to number 3 and then eventually number 2. Because, like we said at the beginning, Manny said Gucci left. So my number 2 is now my number 1. And who is that, you ask? Well.
Okay, I hope you all are enjoying the countdown. And I just want to thank everybody that stayed for this long and to this point in the countdown. And I know there's a couple people that it might be missing from the list that you were expecting. But I did say these are currently active idols. Like, I know people probably expected Kuro Neko. She doesn't make music anymore. It's not an idol. Akari Taguchi doesn't make music anymore. It's not an idol. And some of them might have even been expecting Yumino Kishimoto. And I'm like, while I think she is the most absolute beautiful woman walking the face of the planet, she's not in my top 10 idols. I think her voice is amazing and everything, but it's more than just the voice and just the look. So that's why those ones in particular are not on the list. Because those other ones aren't even active. And then Kishimoto, I don't even know if you consider her an idol anymore. So, gray area. But that's enough waffling. I know you guys are waiting for number 1, and it should be obvious who it is. But Let's roll the clip. Let me know in the comments if you got it right.
Surprised? You honestly shouldn't be. Suzuka Nakamoto, Sue Metal, is my #1 favorite idol right now. After sitting and waiting for 10 years behind Manny Sakaguchi, now she's officially my #1 favorite idol. Yes, I know the channel has a hard focus on idols more of the J-pop type, but my favorite type of music is actually J-rock, and my favorite brand of J-rock is kawaii metal. So who better than the queen of kawaii metal herself to be my #1 favorite idol? I thought it would be obvious. I've mentioned several times that Baby Metal is my favorite band. And Sue is just my favorite member of the band. It was Yui, but well, whatever happened with that, we don't know. But just her stage presence alone, her voice, just the energy she gives off just by entering a room. It's hard not to notice her. And now she sits on the throne as my favorite of the currently active idols, and she'll probably stay on that throne for quite a while. And even when she's done, she definitely will go down as one of my all-time favorites. So I hope you enjoyed this countdown, and maybe some of your favorites were on the list, and maybe you found some new favorites. Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, I recommend this video right here on the left, where YouTube is recommending the one on the right here. Take your pick.